Keep on doing those things that you believe you are doing good, the person should see that you're doing good, but they are getting a completely different information. If you're not yet in a relationship, then do yourself a favor. You will also know that I am giving good information and helping people's lives, and you keep on seeing your partner as a monster and Frankenstein without you knowing that you are actually breeding a monster. You're creating a monster in the laboratory in your relationship. You will meet good people and you'll be wasting the opportunities all the time because you don't know the things that you are doing wrong, because they're all in your blind spots. Now, I need you to treat this video and every video in this series, every video that I make, I need you to take these videos as something that you watch before you get into another relationship. Now let me talk like Don Corleone. Before you get into another relationship, you need to take these videos very seriously as a requirement, not as a suggestion. Of course, if you're already in one relationship already, none of this will change. The facts will always remain the same, no matter the phase of the relationship that you're currently in. But you will still have the rare chance, if you are not yet in a relationship, then this video will help you to know to comport yourself before you commit yourself to someone. So take this advice now. I think I have to remove the smoke. I don't want anything disturbing your attention. Here is the problem when people are so fixated on being good instead of actually being good. You act like the way that you believe that a good person should be, and you don't even know the difference. Here is what you need to understand. What people perceive from your words, from your actions, is not really your words and your actions. No. What their brain actually absorbs is the energy that you put behind the words, the action that you're taking, the energy that is causing you to say those words or to take the action that you're taking. That is what their brain is going to understand. People don't know this, that we are always transmitting information between ourselves, between each other. And this is the reason why you can perceive something about somebody, you can receive information from them. When they're talking or when they're doing something, you are receiving a very different information from what they're actually saying or doing. And the reason is because the energy with which they're doing that thing is coming straight to you. Some people are not sensitive to this. That is probably what it is. I'm going to research that and bring it forward for you to see from that course that I enrolled for. Some people are not sensitive. They don't realize when they are downloading information from somebody that is opposite to what the person is doing or saying, so they don't take it seriously. But those of us who are sensitive to it, we understand it. If you are that type of person who is not sensitive to it, you will be downloading the wrong information, because your own transmitter is not neutral before you interpret, because you are interpreting from projection. You're interpreting from what you already made up your mind about without even knowing that you had already made up your mind, and that is what you are now doing, confirmation bias, right? That is what misleads you. And so that is a deeper conversation for another time. I cannot go into that now because it will make this video to be too long. For now, I just want you to understand that. Now, when you want to be seen as a good person, your behavior actually is designed to make sure that the people that you're dealing with will see that you are making effort to be a good person. But what you don't actually do is do good. Your behavior does not actually do good, because the action that you take does not produce good results. And this is the literal meaning when you hear that by their fruits you shall know them, because it is by the fruits of the action that you are taking that you can determine whether your action is good or bad, not about your intention. Okay? But you don't even realize this yourself. That is why you keep on doing those things that you believe you are doing good. The person should see that you're doing good, but they are getting a completely different information is what you're transmitting to them because of the energy behind it. Okay, when you want to be seen as good, you say yes to things that even a regular person would say no to. And you do this because you don't want to rock the boat. You keep quiet where you ought to speak up. And you do this because you don't want to appear disagreeable. After all, a person who is good is not disagreeable. They create peace for everybody. This is the way that your mind is thinking. And so you want to be cooperative. And therefore, you go along with a lot of nonsense. You tolerate any kind of nonsense just so that you will not rock the boat because you're terrified as being seen as a troublesome person. Because to you, that is a bad look. That shows, that signifies somehow in your mind, that signifies that you're not a good person. Because troublesome people, are they good? Your mind does not associate a person who is being uncooperative as doing anything good. You see them as being difficult. You see them as being intolerant. You see them as being troublemakers. And therefore your mind interprets everything that will tell you to say no to something that you don't want as you being a bad person. You don't know, but you are subconsciously doing this. And because of this, you don't even answer questions directly. You will answer in the affirmative, but if someone is watching you, they will find that your response in the affirmative and what you're actually doing when you think that nobody is watching you are conflicting. And when you do that, when they catch you doing this, and they catch you in the inconsistency, instead of you to even admit it when they ask you, you worsen their confusion by creating a story. Relationships can be really, really bad without there being a bad person in that relationship.
Oh yeah.
They can be really, really bad between two good people.
Oh yeah.
You know that? Yeah, people don't actually realize it. You have two decent people. I actually just made something on that. I'm going to put that soon. So you have two decent people. But one of them is desperate for the relationship or a people pleaser. People pleasers ruin relationships.
Yes.
Because you are walking on eggshells because you're always being careful. So you never actually really vocalize what it is that you're supposed to be saying.
Because the yes
In
person.
fact, yeah. And so then you make the other person actually have someone come to me with that recently too. She got to the point where it's like, I have to leave this marriage because I am finding myself frustrated with her to the point that I am now being rude to her, both in public and in front of the children. And this is not me. This is not who I am. Because the person is frustrating you so much that, and you're always in a state of confusion because they will tell you one thing, only for you to go and find out that that is not really what they want. Yeah. So you're always trying to guess. You're playing a guessing game forever with them. And all they're trying to do is make the relationship work. That is all they're trying to do. The person is frustrating you so much that you lose regard for them. It's like, come on, what's going on? And she said, all I ever wanted to do was to make it work. And I kept trying and trying and trying. And I'm done because it's like he just takes me for granted. And then she's for why your words and your actions don't match. You begin to justify it because you don't want to be caught like you lied or you were not honest before. So you create even more confusion by trying to cover up for yourself. And what you do when you do that is you're dealing with a human being, so therefore they begin to lose trust in you. And yet, when you're doing all this, your whole intention is to avoid conflict. That is your real intention. But the direct fruit of your behavior is the actual result that you're getting. It is creation of confusion for the person that you are dealing with. You are the person who gives an answer today. You give one answer today and you show a preference for the opposite the next time. You are constantly contradicting yourself. And if someone disagrees with something that you are doing, you are hesitant to explain the real reason why you are doing what you're doing. because you've already predicted that the answer that you will give will not please them. And therefore, because you are trying your best to avoid problems, you do not open up to tell them the reason why you are doing what you're doing, because you feel, after all, they're not going to like it. And so this person will find themselves constantly surprised. They're doing guesswork around you, always guessing all the time. And when they say to you, but I thought you didn't like that. Didn't you tell me the other day such and such and such a thing? You'll answer and you'll say, oh, I just said that because I thought you would like, I thought you didn't want, I thought. Who asked you to be thinking for another adult? Who asked you to be managing another adult? Why can you not just say what you want without worrying about another adult? So people like this, they always get themselves into relationships that are misaligned, because they will continue to front something that is not real, and they will never give the other person an opportunity to see, oh, I don't like the way this person thinks. You will never know when you're with a person who is aligned with you, because you continue to front a different person. So your relationships are not genuine. That is why you cannot have genuine relationships. You continue to run into problems because you cannot be honest, you cannot be sincere, you cannot be authentic. And yet you think to yourself, but I am a very sincere person. I am a very honest person. But no, my friend, you can see right now that you're not honest, you're not sincere. You have the intention to be good, but you are not good. You are being bad. But I want you to be bad, because when you're being bad, then you're being good. Stay with me, you'll understand what I'm saying. So this is exactly one of the reasons why we make sure that people are trained on matters of preparation for relationships. Yeah, exactly for this reason is why we make sure that we prepare people's minds. We train them on matters of relationships, so we can prepare their minds before we ever even think of matchmaking them. You know, we have matchmaking on this platform, right? Because even if you go into a relationship, if your mind is not clear and you haven't been taught the blind spots, the things that you should look out for, you will not even have compatibility. No amount of kindness. You will meet good people and you'll be wasting the opportunities all the time because you don't know the things that you are doing wrong, because they're all in your blind spots. But if you don't think it is what is, well, you just continue to struggle through your relationships. But anyway, I leave free information here in the videos as well for your own benefit. So if you're finding difficulty and you're not sure how to be good and how to be bad, you can always leave me in the comments. Leave me a comment in the comments, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram or on Facebook, and I will be very happy to give you clarity regarding anything that you're not sure about. Okay? And so this video, you have to treat it as a requirement, not as a suggestion, as a requirement. You have to get it stuck in your brain. Okay? So you get this part right. And now, if this video has shifted anything for you, because I know it has, leave me a comment in the comments. And like the video, share it with anybody that you actually care about. Do not be selfish to leave good information like this to yourself. Share it with anybody that you want them to actually know the changes that they need to make so that they can stop suffering in their relationships. And then that helps me to feel encouraged to keep on making more content like this. And YouTube will also know that I am giving good information and helping people's lives, and not those people who try to tell you that, oh, they're just disrespecting you, and they keep on making you and your partner to be quarreling, and you keep on seeing your partner as a monster and Frankenstein without you knowing that you are actually breeding a monster. You're creating a monster in the laboratory in your relationship, and you don't even know that. So you know that I've helped you. Let me know that. So ciao, presto, see you in the next video.